Hey there everybody, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to Travel Blog Jamie and to Disney Destiny. You have found your way here to my tour and review of this, my inside cabin / interior stateroom on board. Are you ready for this? Let's walk and talk. My cabin is located forward and starboard side on deck 2. It's no more than a 30-second walk to the Walt Disney Theatre, and to port side you'll find many of the kids clubs. And that's me right there, 2567, a standard inside cabin. Directly below we have a crew area and tender lobby, directly above the sanctum and shops. Alright everybody, let's start location. We're here at the forward stairwell, and as you can see there are also 8 lifts / elevators. We are starboard side. Let's go. And yes, there's Disney music playing in the corridors. It's not very loud and they do turn it off at night, don't you worry. Anyway, nearly here. By the way, Disney door magnets are not a myth. Mine, not the strongest magnet game, but it's gonna have to do. Right, cruise card to hand, come on in. Now, as you will have seen from the deck plan, this is more a square cabin rather than the rectangular ones that are most common on cruise ships. As you come into the cabin and on your right hand side, you'll need to insert your cruise key card or an old store card to illuminate, otherwise it's in the dark for you. The walls in here are indeed magnetized like the doors, and yes, I'm going all out porthole. Also quite unusual to have a lone hang-in space just as you come in to the cabin. So we've got some shelf space, some hang-in space, and this is also where you'll find your life vests. We also have a lock-off door here, meaning if you want to be located next to family, friends, masters, mistresses, lovers, I'm not judging, you'll need to make sure Disney are aware of your requirements. Anyway, come on into the bedroom area. I know, it's the most important part really, isn't it? The very important question, of course, and come down here with me. Can you store luggage under the bed? I mean, there's so much space under here. You won't need for any more. And by the way, just in case you forget which ship you're on, it is your Destiny. And a Hercules theme going on in here. I have to be honest, I thought I'd hate anything like that in my cabin, but I think it looks quite cool actually. A touch of elegance, dare I say, Hercules. Super comfy pillows, bedding and mattress. I've had the best night's sleep in here. We have shelves and drawers either side of the bed. I think we call them bedside units. And as you can see, we've got North American outlets, a reading light, because I spend all my time reading, and I do like these lamps. I'll tell you why, not just because they look nice, but you can actually dim them. I love a dimmer. Come with me. On this side we have an European socket and also, as you can see, USB points. Downlighting or artwork. The choice is yours when it comes to lighting. Let's check out those sexy angles and perspectives from the corner of the cabin. Now, in terms of floor space, and you know if you watch my channel, I'm a bugger for floor space. It's not bad for a standard inside cabin, a little less space down at the foot of the bed, but otherwise pleasantly surprised. Of course, you will have noticed the sofa. Is it a sofa bed? The answer is yes. This cabin can sleep up to 3 guests. I can only imagine that will absolutely limit your floor space if it's being used. If you're on this side of the bed, you're going to have to climb over your partner to get to the bathroom if you need it at night. Fabulous Hercules wall art just above our couch. Love it. Castaway Club inaugural sailing bag. Thank you for that, Disney. And shameless product placement. Hey, Jamie Bear, how are you, my darling? He hasn't taken up any room at all on that couch. Very handy table here, which is maneuverable. Why would you need a table in an inside cabin? What about your room service? And it comes included in your cruise fare. Roll VT! A room service breakfast can be pre-ordered to your cabin from any time between 5 to 9:30 a.m. It's a pretty limited continental affair, no affairs on Disney please, plus your choice of drinks cold and hot. From midday until 1 a.m, you'll be able to order lunch, dinner, and supper. Does anybody even say supper anymore? Is it just me? Anywho, all the items I'm showing you on these menus are included in your cruise fare, so fill your boots. When your food arrives, you'll be given the option to sign for a gratuity. Oh my god, there's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Ho 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 ho! I haven't done something like this in a long time. Oh, give me a chicken noodle soup. Main course. Oh, bolognese, yummy. Not a bad sized vanity area / workstation here. We'll check out the storage a little bit later, but as you can see, there's a tidy little puff underneath. That always makes me giggle saying that. We've got 4 Disney glasses. I'm stashing all the chocolate. We've got more North American outlets, USB ports, and also a European socket there as well. We have a refrigerator drawer. I mean, I love this. And this is where you'll also find your hairdryer. Whoa, look at that. It's like a space age hairdryer. Something out of Star Wars. It's certainly got a long cable. You could do your hair from the bed if you really wanted to. Speed setting number 1. Very gentle blow. 2. 3. 3's not working. Let me tell you this, it's gonna burn my skin off, so I need to stop doing that. Good heat, good temperature, and pretty powerful. If you've got a big hairy Disney bush, it's gonna sort you out. Assuming that button, oh! Love this, by the way, somewhere to place your heated styling tools. Just before we head into our Disney bathroom, we have a near floor to ceiling length mirror on the bathroom door and our AC unit, which is working very well. I have to say, I could do with it just a tad, a teeny weeny bit cooler, because I like everything Arctic, you see. Anywho, come on in to my Disney bathroom. I mean, I really do prefer the older style Disney ship bathrooms, but this one is very smart indeed. No complaints from me in terms of comfort levels, and also great sized shower. Love the tiling effect on the back walls, and yeah, we have a glass panel. No clingy, tacky shower curtains here, and it's an innie-outie, my favorite kind. Now then, you could absolutely have yourself a bath if you wanted to. Depending on your height, your size, your knees might be up to your neck. It's not my fault, I didn't design this. We have, of course, a maneuverable shower head, perfect to get down, do all your bits and bobs, odds and sods, nick and knack, brick and brack. Disney products, my favorite thing, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. We're talking sea salt kind of scents here, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm a big fan. Disney Cruise Line is one of the few where I feel I don't need to bring my own shampoo and conditioner, body wash, etc., because these are just the best. Love them. Also, big shout out for shelves in the shower. Yes, somewhere to store your bits and bobs if you need to. But let's see this shower in action. Shoulders up only, of course. Ooh, that is nice. Ye old washing line. We love them, don't we? Ooh. Alrighty, the all-important on the John test. How much leg room is there? I'm 5'8", and actually, me toes fit just outside the bathroom door. I mean, I don't know who does their business like that, so you're probably going to be alright. Damn, toilet paper is slightly behind you, so please be careful to not pull any muscles. I beg of you. Decent sized sink basin. Oh, hello Disney hand soap, and shelf space around it as well. We have a shavers only point all the way up there. I've said 1,000 times in my vlogs, what use is it up there? Everything's just going to be hanging and dangling. Nobody likes dangling hangy bits, do they? No. Look, it's a very comfy, handsome looking bathroom. I just prefer the old style Disney ships with their separate WC. I do. Let's talk storage space. Now then, as I said at the beginning of this vlog, just as you come into the cabin, we've got shelf space and hanging space to the left. 2 units either side of the bed. This one with plenty of space down here, and there are 2 railings for hanging your clothes. And this one, mainly shelf space. It's also where you'll find your in-cabin safe. Yes, we've had pirate night, of course I took part, my darlings. Like I said earlier, we've got a shelf and drawer either side of the bed. 3 decent sized shelves just above your vanity area. Dinky little drawer under your workstation. I guess you could also utilize the drawer with the hairdryer. Move that around a little bit. Remember, luggage under the bed. 2 usable shelves by the shower. Again, we've got the space around the sink basin and 3 shelves underneath, plus 3 above. I feel that perhaps they've compromised a little bit on storage space to give you more room in this cabin, which actually I prefer. I know some of you would like more hanging space. Having said that, Disney Destiny usually doesn't do a cruise of more than 5 nights, so there's plenty of space in here for me, and if Matthew were with me, there would still be plenty. Let's talk Disney laundry. Well, they've kept things pretty simple when it comes to laundry service. Here's a look at those all-important prices in US dollars, of course. But excitement absolutely reigns because they have their own laundromat and it's fabulous. Come with me. And Disney magic here. When your washing is ready to collect, you'll receive a notification on your Disney app. Disney is a cruise line that still provides an evening turn-down service. This will include a turn-down of your bed, a change in lighting, towel animals and chocolates, any cables or wires tidied, and a treat on Pirate Night. And finally, TV facilities. While being in an inside cabin, I do really appreciate the bridge view. Just gives you a bit of a glimpse into the outside world, including what the weather is doing. Find out exactly where you are in the world and your ship's route. Of course, you're on a Disney ship, so the Disney channels tend to feature first and foremost. You've got ESPN, CNN, Fox News, Bloomberg, BBC, events, food, etc., etc. All National Geographic, lovely. Of course, Disney On Demand for your movies, they are included in your cruise fare, unlike some cruise lines. Also, a very handy reminder as to where you're going, where you've been, and your ashore and all aboard times. And finally, your daily navigator with all the activities, events, and shows taking place around the ship. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. And the pros and cons of this cabin. Love this color scheme and not even offended by the back wall with our Hercules art. I think it looks quite smart. For a standard inside cabin, floor space is surprisingly good. Super comfy bed, although I know that is subjective. Ample outlets and USB ports around the cabin. Very nice looking bathroom indeed, and love the size and look of this shower. Love the location being so close to the forward stairwell and lifts, and as you saw on the deck plan earlier, all the entertainment is right above us. A Disney cruise is not necessarily a cheap one, so having room service included in your cruise fare is mucho apreciado. Whilst there's ample storage space for someone like myself, I know some of you would like more hanging space, and yeah, some of you have told me you miss drawers. I'm sorry about that. Not gonna lie, when I was assigned this cabin, I was just a tad worried about potential noise pollution from below and above. Needn't have worried, it's been mostly very quiet here. I have heard the odd clatter and crash from goodness knows where, but nothing intrusive. General rule of thumb, of course, low down and midship if you suffer from any kind of motion sickness. We are towards the front of the ship here, but honestly, I felt very little. Having said that, the seas have been mostly calm for this cruise. If in doubt, low down and midship. Can't believe I'm saying this. Would I stay in this inside cabin again? The answer is yes, and it does actually present itself as much better value for money, certainly for a solo passenger like myself. I would like a balcony cabin though. But what do you think? I'd love to hear from you. Please drop those comments below. I'll see you on the horizon. Thank you for your support as we head towards 53,000 subscribers. Today's shout outs go to my glorious and gorgeous tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons. And yes, you too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. For your personalized video messages, just search cameo.com/travelblogjamie. It's easier than going for a wee at 3 a.m. Don't forget, we can follow each other on Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins, Instagram at travelblogjamie, and of course my darlings right here, right now on YouTube.